Ophelia Jacobson with Campus Reform. Recently, protests have broken out in Cuba, and videos and pictures of the protests show Cubans waving the American flag in support of freedom and as a beacon of hope. We're here talking with college students in front of the Capitol today to see what the American flag means to them. Does it also symbolize freedom and democracy? Let's find out. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of the American flag?
I would say it represents like the union of all people, but like there's clearly not a union amongst all of us. There's clearly like so many structural inequities.
Honestly, kind of like what's been going on with like the country with all the riots and stuff.
I think like the flag is a symbol of America, and obviously like America has done some horrible things, and like that's part of our very complex history.
Shame, honestly. I felt like if I had the American flag and was associated with the American identity, I was associated with like a lot of bigotry and like a lot of racism and sexism and not stuff that.
You see the wokeness already coming out, right? She's feeling ashamed of associating herself with the United States flag because of all, again, falling on the B word, the bigotry, falling on the R word, racist, the I word, imperialist, right? All of these things here. All of these kids so far, and the ones probably following, all are going to basically, you know what, can't stand the flag, hate the flag, you know, go into the past, the sins of the father. Let's continue.
That I like really would like to think about the American flag symbolizing. So
it's a symbol of hurt. I'm African American. My family, really built this country up. It's controversial.
I think it symbolizes peace, prosperity, and freedom.
Do you think it represents freedom?
No, I don't. I don't think it's as free as people think it is, and I just think it's a piece of cloth at the end of the day.
For me, no. I don't see myself represented in it, so I would not say it represents freedom to me.
I think it once did, but honestly, like recently, I'm not too sure anymore, because with like everything going on, I don't know, just I think like we once were free, but with now like there's like just new laws and like new things coming about that I don't know if that's true anymore.
What type of laws?
I don't know, just...
She goes, oh, what type of laws? You know, you can just hear the air hissing out of these airhead, woke, social justice warriors. She goes, I don't know, you know, the new laws or something. They're just so stifling. You know, they're curtailing freedom. So Ophelia basically says, well, what laws? I don't know, you know, I don't know any laws. I just said that because it's the same thing that just sort of came to my mind at that time, because my mind has nothing in it. And that's the first thing that popped into it, because there's so much space up here.
I like feel like everything's like kind of blocked off.
Do you think the American flag symbolizes freedom?
yeah, I think it would be really privileged to think it doesn't.
So I want to show you a few photos of some protests that have been happening around the world, most recently in Cuba. They're protesting their communist regime, and you can see American flags being flown at the protest. Back in 2019 in Hong Kong, protesters were also waving American flags, and in Venezuela as well. Why do you think they're flying the American flag in these different nations?
Did you get this?
That kid is absolutely perplexed. I mean, by the question. He's just absolutely shocked, stymied.
I don't even want to try that.
Why do you think they're flying flags of the United States of America in other countries, you know, symbolizing hope and freedom? Why do you think they're doing that? And this guy, this student, absolutely is just completely stymied. Let's just go back there and just take this whole thing once again.
As well. Why do you think they're flying the American flag in these different nations?
I mean, we don't represent a socialist government, so I don't know why they would wave a flag. I'm not really sure, actually.
Do you think they're waving it because it's a symbol of freedom and democracy?
That could, yeah, potentially.
Why do you think these people are waving the American flags overseas?
That's a good question. A lot of immigrants and people from overseas here around the mall and whatnot. And it's interesting to me to see them all decked out in American flags and everything.
So for this girl right here, I mean, this one here, this black woman, remember before she said that my family built America? Your family? Who? Your mother and father, brothers and sisters? They built this family? I thought Obama said, you didn't build that. You didn't build that. And so what did she say? She goes, it's kind of interesting to see everybody, all these immigrants and other people, illegal aliens, whoa, don't want to trigger anybody, are wearing American clothes and American flags, American paraphernalia, and all decked out in America. It's pretty interesting to see. You know why? Because they love this country. They love America. That's why they risk life, limb, property, everything to come to this country. But since you're already here, you don't care. Because you're woke, you got privilege, and you know what? That's just the fact. Anyways, let's continue.
The mall and whatnot. And it's interesting to me to see them all decked out in American flags and everything.
Well, I don't know. It's not this perfect image of equality and opportunity.
I mean, I'm from Ukraine. And so, we obviously love America over there too.
She's from Ukraine. We've just given her country like, a gazillion dollars. And so, listen, babe, okay, you better love the United States of America. I don't want to see you trashing this country, trashing the flag, saying that, let the air hiss out of your bag and don't have, there's laws here that are preventing freedom. There's laws here, that are being passed that stifle, liberty and everything. What are you talking about? We're just giving your country, your president, Zelensky, every single freaking dollar that he wants, instead of spending it on our own people, veterans, homeless, those people addicted by drugs, those people with mental health challenges and all kinds of things. No, but we're giving it to your freaking country. And you have the nerve to basically, crap all over the flag and what the United States and the flag stands for? Unbelievable.
Stigma is like, you come to America, you get everything you want. And so coming here, it's obviously a lot different. You actually have to work for your stuff. And so I think maybe in countries over there, they're just maybe they're just not keeping up with the news around here or something, or they're maybe thinking that everything's fine over here and stuff.
I think they're kind of being
and her friends over there, the blonde bombshell, she's just an airhead too, the air is just hissing out of her, she's just keeping quiet or whatever. Maybe she'll say something, just putting her hair back, blonde locks and everything, listening to her friend, you like Valley Girl, oh, whatever. I don't know. You have to work in America. Everybody else thinks you just come over here and, you get everything. But it's hard work in America. You think?
being naive by flying the American flag?
Yes.
Do you think maybe they're being naive?
Yeah, I'd say so. Say they don't really know what's going on. I'd say
Now the people are naive. They're just stupid. They're just idiots. They're morons. They're retarded over there in Hong Kong and Taiwan, in Cuba and Venezuela and all these other countries. They're just a bunch of fools. They're being tricked into thinking that the flag stands for life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, for freedom, for democracy, for this republic. They don't know what they're doing over there. Those stupid, foreigners, those stupid moronic people overseas in other countries thinking that this American flag means something. What a bunch of idiots. We'll show them.
I was just saying that those, they're our demographic, they are the only ones for the most part who truly understand. College age students have a pretty firm understanding of for the most part of what's going on and I guess all the inequity in America.
When looking at all the
That idiot, this moron right here, okay, this moron, I believe he said college students know what's going on. They know about equity and stuff like that there. Let's just go back again.
these protests, seeing all these American flags, do you think there's another flag that they should be flying?
Really understand. College age students have a pretty what's going on. I'd say.
Do Do you think maybe they're being naive?
Yeah, I'd say so. Say they don't really know like what's going on. I'd say I was just saying that those like they're like our demographic, they are like the only ones for the most part who truly understand. College age students have like a pretty firm understanding.
He did say that. College age students. He did say that. College age students have a firm understanding. You couldn't even answer the freaking question when she said, why do you think they're supporting the flag? And you stood there like an idiot, a moron, a retard, okay, scratching your chin, wondering, geez, I wonder what's going on over there. Why do they like the American flag? Why do they adore it? Why do they love it? I don't know. I don't know. I got to rewind this. You got to hear that again, folks. You got to hear that again. This woke social justice warrior, virtue signaling college age student. Let's go back and hear that again.
By flying the American flag?
Yes.
Do you think maybe they're being naive?
Yeah, I'd say so. Say they don't really know like what's going on. I'd say I was just saying that those like they're like our demographic, they are like the only ones for the most part who truly understand. College age students have like a pretty firm understanding of like for the most part of like what's going on and like I guess all the inequity in America.
Except
When
for
looking
you.
at all these protests, seeing all these American flags, do you think there's another flag that they should be flying instead? Maybe to represent more freedom or more democracy? What other country do you think they should be looking towards?
Maybe like Sweden. I don't know. Some of the
This idiot, I bet you she's a feminazi. She probably is. She's probably third, fourth, fifth wave, feminist and whatever. Maybe like Sweden. Oh, like Sweden helped people. Sweden was the one that was there that helped win the World War and World War One. Freed people from bondage and slavery and all across the world. I think Sweden did that. Oh no, they did in the Second World War. Oh my God, I completely forgot. You're right. Sweden was the one that basically beat the Nazis. How could I forget? They beat the Russians. They beat the Japanese. They beat the Italians. I mean, they're Swedish people. Their army, their navy, their air force, their marines, their SEALs. They were the ones that did it all. How stupid of me. How stupid of us. Maybe their flag is the one that people ought to be flying and utilizing to be free.
some European countries, I think, are definitely doing equality on a better, or doing better at equality.
I'd say if like they're trying to symbolize equity, then like I'd say either France or Switzerland.
Why does it have to be a national flag? We could be flying the, equality flag. Like,
why does it have to be the United States flag? We can just follow, the equity flag. Oh, yes, that one that's all multiple colors. The one that's used by the LGBTQIA, MOUSE. By the way, how's that Disney thing working out? Anyways, just a equality flag, right? That's all we need. No borders, no flags, no nations. Just one big, beautiful rainbow flag that everybody flies, right? Oh my goodness, these students are unfreaking believable.
I don't believe it has to be nationalistic. I don't think we should put any country on a pedestal.
Yeah, what's the country where like there's not even really a prison system? They have like really low crime rate. Like, what is that country? You know what I'm talking about? I've seen like maybe on like social media and stuff where they've talked about like, I don't know, like some place that like it's like the crime rate's low and like everything's like fine.
If you couldn't hear these girls talking, the reason is because the air that is hissing. That air sound that you hear, that's hissing out of her head and her friend's head too, that's just air, folks. That's all that is. And maybe it was getting in the way of you hearing what they were saying. But anyways, I don't think they were saying anything that was worth really listening to anyways. Let's continue.
And it's not like this.
But it seems like when a lot of these people are flying the American flag, it's because they're seeing America as this beacon of hope, that they want to strive to be America. Do you think that America should serve as an example to other nations, to the point where people are flying the American flag when they're protesting their tyrannical governments?
Whoa. I think America has the opportunity to be that beacon of hope. I don't think we're there yet.
Any kind of
Oh, you don't think we're there yet, huh? Is that what you think? You don't think we're there yet, this young lady over here? As I said before, what do you think we did? World War I. What do you think we did? World War II. What do you think we did? Korea. What do you think we did? Cold War. What do you think we do every single year? What do you think we're doing in the Ukraine? What do you think you name it, folks, you name it. Yes, there's no doubt that there have been times when America's foreign policy has been, let's just say it, folks, it hasn't been all that great. But then there have been other hundreds of times where American foreign policy intervention has led to basically freedom and democracy around the world, all right? So this person here just says, not yet, but we might just get there maybe in the future. This is the person, okay, that said her immediate family, okay, build America.
America has the opportunity to be that beacon of hope. I don't think we're there yet.
any kind of looking up to America as it is today, like, has to incorporate the fact that, like, we are a nation built on slavery.
And there you have it. There you have it. There you have it from the elite, liberal, white, feminist, that you just have to believe. You have to believe. If you believe in the American flag, if you believe in America, you believe in the dream of America, you have to believe in all the bad things about America. All that, all the icky, ooey, things that you don't want to touch, you just can't do it. That's what you got to do first. Look at the bad stuff first. All the great good stuff, I don't think there really is any. Look at the bad stuff. Let's hear what this woke, social justice warrior, white, liberal, elite, feminazi has to say. Once again, let's listen to the words of her one more time.
Any kind of looking up to America as it is today, like, has to incorporate the fact that, like, we are a nation built on slavery.
Right now, no, but I think we could be.
I think it can in some ways, but I think other countries like Denmark or Canada might be better for them to look towards.
Yeah, I think we should. We should definitely be a good example and set a good precedent.
And there you have it, folks. I mean, it's just, again, this is the only kid here that loved the flag and loved America. There's only one out of the many that they showed there. And this is what's happening at our universities, at our colleges. They are being indoctrinated. They're not being educated. That's not it. They are indoctrination factories. They're basically lemmings. And they're going off on the political ideological cliff, which is leftism, which is globalism, which is wokeism, which is not being patriotic, which is basically, instilling or inculcating that America is bad, it's evil, what it stood for, things that they did in the past, slavery, Jim Crow laws, expansionism, starting wars, intruding in other people's governments, being an imperialist nation, being, stifling, being fascist, being racist, bigoted, homophobic, transphobic, any fill in your name phobic. That's what these students are being taught. That's what these students are being indoctrinated with each and every single day. And it's happening at the college and university levels, folks, but it is also now beginning to be taught at the pre-K kindergarten level, with all the things that we're hearing about, transgenderism and critical race theory, and the oppressor and the oppressed, and white skin is bad, and minorities, are to be, brought up to, be, even better, that other skin colors, other demographics, other races and nationalities or whatever are so much better, than whites. And nationalism is bad. All these things are being, and our kids are being bombarded by that. They're being indoctrinated by that. And there are a lot of parents that are losing their kids to this woke social justice warrior, virtue signaling, group of liberals, leftists, socialists, and Marxists. And that's exactly what's going on. Anyways, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as we did in bringing it to you. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your guest host. My name is Dr. Nasir. If you haven't done so already, we'd really love for you to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, like, share, and follow us. Put your comments down below. Let us know what you think of these woke students. And I'll leave you with my final point, which is, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're wrong. We'll see you again next time, folks. Take care and stay safe.